and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you everything I do in my daily routine to be a lockdown goddess. I feel like this is such a miserable time right now that it's really important that we just do everything we can to make ourselves feel as good and happy and positive as can be. This video is also sponsored by the one, the only, my favourite makeup brand in the world, Charlotte Tilbury, which is good because that basically means I can retire now. I feel like Charlotte Tilbury is just the perfect brand for this video because her products are all about making you feel like a film star, and we are obviously quite limited in the ways that we can do that right now, so I'm going to be showing you everything I do in my daily routine to make me feel like my inner film star. If you're new here today, please do subscribe down below, turn on post notifications, and of course come and follow me on Instagram and keep up with me in my day-to-day life in lockdown. And let's begin my lockdown goddess routine. So guys, the first thing I do to kind of perk myself up and make myself like feel good and ready for the day is to get myself physically ready. I probably don't do this every day, like on a day that I maybe normally wouldn't wear makeup, like a weekend, but on a day where I want to like be productive and feel not like a potato, I do find this really helps because it just is nice when you catch sight of yourself in the mirror to not look like a bedraggled creature from the deep. So this is actually my bed head. I haven't brushed it, I have not done anything to it since I got up because I found this really great new curling technique with my hair, which I am going to do a whole separate video on. Basically, I curl it before bed and I don't brush it, and then I just sleep with it in a sausage bun with a scrunchie, and then the curls stay for like days and days and days until I next wash my hair. I've made sure that I've been really consistent with my skincare routine and also my water, obviously, and I do think it's really paid off. Like, my skin is so clear right now, and it was the same in the first lockdown, like where you're not going out with all the pollution and also going out and wearing the masks, which gave me so many blemishes like around my chin over the summer. So the products I'm currently using are, first of all, the Pixie Milky Tonic Toner. So I'm using this toner with my reusable cotton pads, and I really like this toner because I just feel like it's really gentle on the skin and it just makes it feel nice and soft. Then I'm using this serum, which is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, but it actually does say to use it AM and PM, so I've been using this in the morning as well. I'd heard really good things about this serum, so I really wanted to try it, and so far so good. Now, my new favourite thing in my skincare routine is using this device, and this is the Be Glow Tear Mask. I use this side, which is a facial toning device, and it basically sends electric currents into your skin to help like tighten and tone the skin, help rejuvenate the skin cells. It's also good for like when you have blemishes left over from spots that you've picked. It helps the skin heal quicker and get rid of those marks, and it's also supposed to help with like fine lines and all of that stuff. So I do this in the morning and in the evening, and you are supposed to use it with a little bit of serum or to have your face like a little bit wet. So I'm just going to pop on a little bit more, and you basically just push it upwards like this, and it beeps when it's time to change position. And then on the jawline, and then you can do the forehead as well, like this, just like always pushing upwards. And then if I have any like old blemishes from spots on my skin, I just like hold it on there. Then of course I use moisturiser. This is the Clé de Peau Emulsion. I've been using this since like October and it has lasted me so long. I'm going to try and talk as I do it, but I've told you guys this before that I also like to do like a little facial massage in the morning and the evening, because I feel like it just really helps to stimulate the blood flow in your face and therefore help your skin like glow and regenerate itself. And also there's something called lymphatic drainage, which basically means you're like pushing all the excess water out of your cells, which helps like kind of sharpen and define your features and like depuff you in the morning. And then the last skincare product I use is of course an SPF, and this is the Origins Ginseng SPF 35. I do use SPF like every day that I leave the house. Sometimes if I'm just staying in and it really is like a grey, cloudy, miserable, rainy day, then I might skip this, but for the most part, like, I will wear this every day. And even though it feels strange to put SPF on when it's not sunny and when you're just indoors, if there's light, like natural light in your room, then that's UV rays, like it means the sun is still giving light. So now it's time for my makeup, and I really only do wear very minimal makeup in lockdown, but I do just like to put something on to help me feel better, because I feel like when I feel good in myself, my self-esteem is higher and it just makes me feel happier and positive positive all round. So my number one like holy product in lockdown, and it was actually one of my favorite products years before lockdown as well, is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. So you guys have heard me going on about this product ever since it came out, which was I think 2017 or 18. This has always been a staple in my makeup collection because it makes your skin look so amazing, which you'll see, but it's also a fabulous multitasking product, so you can use it so many different ways. You can use it alone on your face like I'm going to today. You can also use it as a primer, so it gives you a really beautiful glow through your foundation, and you can also use it as a highlighter over your foundation, and it just gives you a really beautiful soft focus glow. And it's called Hollywood Flawless Filter because Charlotte Tilbury basically wanted to bottle that look that you get when you have an Instagram filter on your face, all those pictures you see of Hollywood stars and their skin just looking flawless and glowing. And that's why I love it so much, because that's the look that I always want to achieve. So mine is in the shade 4 medium. There are 12 shades now. The applicator is also really nice. It just glides on your skin. When I put this on, I honestly feel like my inner goddess is coming out. I like to blend it in with a slightly damp brush, and honestly, the way that this blends and just glides over your skin and like melts in with your actual skin, like it is like no other product I've ever tried. You can see the way the product kind of looks like it's just disappearing into my skin, but my skin just looks so glowing and the tone so even and perfected. And I love the fact that it's not a foundation, so you can still see your skin through it, so it just looks so natural. Can you see just how perfect and glowing and even my skin looks? I don't have any filter on this video on my skin at all. This is literally just what it looks like, and it looks like you have that like subtle Instagram filter on that just brightens your skin a little bit and evens out the tone. It kind of like blurs any lines or imperfections and just makes it look perfect. So now you can see why I love it so much and why I've been using it for so long. It just gives me so much confidence when I look in the mirror, and I just look so glowing and lovely. And also it feels really nice on your skin because it's so light. You don't feel like you're wearing makeup at all. So I do also sometimes like just to put a little bit of concealer under my eyes because I don't like the look of the dark circles. So I'm using again one of my favorite concealers, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. And this again is such a good product. It has the same kind of like stretchy consistency as the Hollywood Flawless Filter, so it just glides so beautifully. And then I'll literally just use my fingers to pat this in because I feel like the warmth of your finger really works well with the product as opposed to a brush. You guys saw I really did put the tiniest bit of concealer on, but a little goes a really long way, and look how much it's just brightened up my under eyes and got rid of that like purpley greenish colour. And then the last makeup product I'll use is something on my lips. Now, I'm not going to wear like lipstick in lockdown unless I'm filming, but I do get quite dry lips and I love to have something on them, whether it's a balm or a lip gloss or something to help them feel hydrated. And this is now the perfect opportunity for me to tell you about Charlotte Tilbury's newest product, which is literally like my dream lip product. It's the new Hyaluronic Happy Kiss Colour Balm. So it's essentially a hyaluronic acid lip balm, which we all know is like the best property for plumping and making it look really juicy and hydrated. And the way this literally plumps your lips is unreal, and it comes in 10 really pretty shades, including the iconic Pillow Talk shade. This shade that I'm using is called Crystal Happy Kiss, and it's just a really gorgeous like pale natural pink. The way it looks on your lips when you put it on is beautiful, but because it is so highly infused with hyaluronic acid and it is so high performing, it does actually help to plump and smooth your lips over time the more you wear it. So it's also kind of has like skincare benefits as well as looking pretty. And you know what, just for fun, I'm going to line my lips with my favorite Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner, which is literally, you guys know, the only lip liner I ever use. I'm going to use this as well just so you can see how much this combo can transform how you look. So you can really overline with this because it's such a natural nude lip colour, so it just blends seamlessly with your actual lip line. So already look at the difference that makes. And then when you put this on, they literally look unreal. Oh my gosh. Are they not the juiciest lips you've ever seen? So the Happy Kiss isn't actually out yet. I'm so sorry to tease you guys, but you can sign up to Charlotte Tilbury's waiting list so you can be the first to get your hands on this amazing product. Oh my gosh, I actually almost completely forgot to do my brows. So I am having a really good brow time at the moment, guys. I'm not gonna lie, because just before Christmas, or a few weeks before Christmas, I had them laminated and it's held up really well. Like even now they still look really good, but I do just like to put a little bit of product through them just to make them look extra good. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows, one of my all-time favorite brow products, because the brush is the teeniest, tiniest thing you've ever seen, and it just works so well to really get like into your brows and have the product cling on to even the teeny tiny little blonde hairs on my face. So I just brush this upwards, and it just really helps to make your brows look much more full. So this is one with and one without, and look at the difference. I've literally done barely anything. It just does so much with so little product and so little effort. So guys, here is my finished lockdown look, and I would only normally use 4 products to do this, and I just absolutely love how glowing and healthy and gorgeous my skin looks using the fabulous Hollywood Flawless Filter. And now I'm sure you guys can see why this is one of my all-time favorite must-have makeup products. So now I'm just going to brush out my knotty hair with my new Aurora wet brush. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of oil into the ends because it does get quite dry, and this is the Aveda Dry Remedy Hair Oil. And then the final thing is to have a little spritz of perfume. I feel like this just also makes me feel good and happy, and it feels like something normal. So I'm using the Roger & Gallet Tuberose fragrance, which is one of my favorites, and it really just reminds me of Paris, which is why I love it, because it just takes me back and makes me feel really happy. So guys, that is the first step done of how I make myself feel like a lockdown goddess. So guys, the next part of my lockdown goddess routine is something you're gonna hate me for. I also kind of hate myself for saying it, but it is exercise. So obviously on a normal day, I would do this before I did my hair and makeup after I'd had a nice shower, but you know guys, I wanted to look nice for the video. I like to try and do one form of light exercise at least every day. I think as it's such a dreadful time right now anyway, and if you don't really like exercising as it is, you shouldn't put too much pressure on yourself to be really super active or work out really hard. But I do think it's important to do at least something every day that gets your body moving, gets your blood pumping, gets some colour in your cheeks, for the external of your body, of course, but also the inside and your mind. You guys know my favourite quote: exercise gives you endorphins, endorphins make you happy, and happy people just don't shoot their husbands. So I try and do some form of light workout every day, whether it's a little Pilates or bar, online class, a little mini abs workout, or just a nice long walk. I never go for runs. I absolutely hate running. But I've really enjoyed going for long walks recently, especially in the cold, as long as I wrap up really warm. I love the feeling of the fresh air, and it's actually really good for you to get some natural daylight into your system every day. It can help seasonal depression. It boosts your vitamin D, which is very good for your immune system. It can also help you sleep at night. So I've really enjoyed going for long walks. I wrap up really warm in a cozy jacket, cozy boots. I listen to an audiobook as I walk, and sometimes I even pick up a sneaky hot chocolate on the way. But I also do like doing light workouts at home. In general, I don't really like exercising at home. One of the things that I have missed the most throughout all of the lockdowns is going to the gym and going to classes. But we just have to make do at the moment, and there are so many amazing online classes that you can do. Some of my favorites on YouTube are, first of all, Pamela Reeve. Her videos are really good, they're quick, and they target all different areas of the body. She also does really fun like dance workouts as well, if you just kind of want to get your body moving and put yourself in a good mood. I also really love Blogilates. I just love Cassie's personality. I find her really motivating. She makes exercise so unintimidating. I also really love Danielle Pisa. She's such a lovely girl, and she is a dancer, so a lot of her workouts are quite like dance inspired. I like to actually put my cute gym kit on. Sometimes I even put my trainers on, like today. today I've got my new Christmas trainers. During the last lockdown, I picked up loads of cute bits of like at-home gym kits. So I got myself a lovely baby pink gym mat, some pink dumbbells, which are 5 kilograms, which I think is a really good weight because they are pretty heavy, but they're not like excruciatingly heavy that you can't do lots of exercises with them. I got myself a pink foam roller for doing like ab exercises, and these are also really nice to like roll out your muscles on. So yeah, I feel like exercise is a really important part of being a lockdown goddess because it's so good for your mind, body and soul. You feel so good after doing with it, you're more productive, you sleep better, and hopefully you'll start to see some improvements on the exterior too. So guys, let me get on with my workout and I'll see you after. So guys, now it's time for me to be actually productive and get some work done. I feel like no one ever really wants to work, but there's something really satisfying about just plowing through the to-do list, getting things done, and I also love the feeling that I'm creating my little empire from right here in my bedroom. I do actually really prefer working on my bed. I just like to be comfortable rather than like sat up at the table or at my desk. I also like to put on an outfit that is comfortable, obviously, but something that I still feel like nice in, that I actually got dressed that day and I'm not just lazing around in my pajamas. So this is a very typical outfit that I will wear day to day, and I just feel nice in it. I feel like it's a cute outfit, even though it is pretty much loungewear. It still looks really pretty. So it's from Karen Millen, the top and the bottoms. These bottoms are so nice and soft and they're really high waist, so they're just super duper comfortable. And then I've also got my little Pringle socks on as well that I just don't know why they make me laugh every time I put them on. I just think they're adorable. And on a day-to-day basis, when I'm not filming, I still somehow have so much to do. For now, for example, I'm just going to be getting through my emails. I've really put them off since we came back from Christmas because it's just so like hard, I feel like, to get yourself back into that mindset of working. So I have so many unanswered emails. So here is my lovely little notebook where I jot down video ideas and write out like the plan, all the points that I want to talk about in the video. I do prefer writing it down for some reason. I also have some tax stuff to do, which is incredibly boring, but I do have to admit that I get an amazing sense of satisfaction when I do this stuff because I think, wow, I'm so grown up. I'm so brilliant. I feel like although this stuff is really boring, it does feel really good to complete tasks, and at a time where it feels like everything in our lives is so out of control, it actually feels great to take control over the things that you can do. So I'm gonna get on with some work and I'll see you guys after. So guys, the next thing that I like to do in my lockdown goddess routine is have some me time. And this is something that I really did not do in the first lockdown. I was constantly working. So this time round, I'm trying to make the most of the free time and do something nice for myself that I actually enjoy doing every day. So sometimes this is a pamper, sometimes this is doing something like clearing out a cupboard or a drawer in my room. Like I've pretty much done all of my makeup drawers. I sorted out my perfumes the other day, which actually turned out to not be so fun because it made me so dizzy smelling all the perfumes, but it just feels really good to have a clear out, kind of declutter your environment. And I think today I really want to give myself a mani-pedi. Like my nails are so bad. I'm so bad at painting my nails because I just have no patience. So I really want to try and do them properly today, and my toes, and just go the whole hog and do like the dead skin and do a nice foot mask so they're nice and moisturized. Just before Christmas, I got sent all of this really fancy Dior nail stuff. So I want to give myself a nice manicure with that, but actually my color of choice is really affordable. It's just from Essie and it's pre-show jitters, or I also really love Fiji. Can we all just appreciate this Dior nail file? I mean, seriously. Something really random that I have been doing since Christmas, and I had all this extra spare time, is actually so embarrassing. I can't even believe I'm going to tell you. Basically, when I was a child and a teenager, I was really obsessed with the Harry Potter PC games, like seriously obsessed. And I still have them. I never threw them out. So I thought for a bit of nostalgia, I would dig out my old laptop. Guys, this is the laptop that I bought when I was 15. I worked at £2.50 an an hour for over a year to be able to buy this. Guys, I was not spoiled. I worked for my things. I actually love this laptop. Many happy an hour was spent on this laptop on MSN to my friends. And yeah, I've been spending a small amount of time going through the Harry Potter games. I skipped out the Philosopher's Stone because I was never super into that. But I did Chamber of Secrets, which is the best game ever. It's from like 2002. But it's so good. And I'm currently on the Goblet of Fire, and that's my little cute nerdy thing that I've been doing to really just like wind down, switch off and do something purely for fun. I'll also probably do a sheet mask. This one from Skin Glow is my favorite sheet mask in the world. It's amazing, but I don't know whether I should waste it today or wait till I have like an occasion and somewhere to go. So I might use this Sephora golden mask, which looks quite nice. I got this in New York. I feel like when you do pampery things like hair and nails and skincare and tan, it's nice because it gives you like a glow up, obviously. I think something that can really add to that like spiraling feeling of falling into a very depressive state is not actually taking care of your physical appearance if you normally do. It's just something small that can really pick you up, make you feel more positive and also more normal. Another thing I really love to do is experiment with makeup, because I feel like in my usual day-to-day life I don't have enough time to kind of like try new things. I just need to get ready quickly and be ready and go. So this evening I'm going to try out the new Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter luxury eyeshadow palettes. I absolutely love the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow quads. They're like the only eyeshadows I use because they're so easy. And this new palette, this is the Star Aura shades, is honestly like my perfect eyeshadow palette. Like the colors are my perfect four colors. I just like something really soft, something shimmery that's kind of like browny, beigey, nudie, that goes with everything. And look at the eyeshadow, it's so pretty. It has Hollywood embossed on the eyeshadows. It is so beautiful. I love these colors and I just cannot wait to try this out. So I've brought you guys in a little closer. Now you can also see the Hollywood Flawless filter in full action. Wow. Now let's give this eyeshadow a go. So the first shade is always the prime shade. So this goes all over the lid. And I've heard from the Charlotte Tilbury makeup artist that these eyeshadows respond really well to like the heat from your fingers. So it's really good to apply them with your fingers. That color is so pretty. That's like the perfect color that I would just wear maybe on my eyes every day. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that looks so beautiful. Like I said, guys, my eyeshadow technique is not super strong, so please do not judge me. I'm trying my best, but hopefully you'll see that even with very little technique, you can still create really beautiful looks because the product is so nice. I'm gonna take a little pencil brush and I put some right in the inner corner. Okay, so the second shade is always Enhance. So I put this, I guess, on the outer 2/3 of the eyelid, and it's this really beautiful, like champagne-y, pinky color. Going from like champagne to rose gold. So pretty. Look how sparkly that is. Then the third shade is Smoke and the fourth shade is Define. So I'm gonna use just the lighter color to begin with to create like an outer V shape and definition. And this color as well is so pretty. I feel like you could just wear all of these colors alone. Ooh, that doesn't actually look bad. I was actually scared that I was gonna ruin it just then, but that does not look bad at all. That looks really pretty. And then this little dark brown shade is the shade that I'm most nervous for. I'm gonna go in like a really light hand and just like define that little, I guess, V shape at the end. I'm gonna maybe do this to my brush as well. And then I think you take this one under the eye as well to kind of join it up and do like the cat eye shape. Have I kind of done that? Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want to overdo it, but I think that looks so pretty. It's just such a perfect, like subtly glam eye look that's just really, really easy to do. Now I think I just need to add some Feline Flick eyeliner and some Film Star bronze and glow to complete the look. So here I am, all Hollywood film starred up with absolutely nowhere to go. And if that is not a lockdown mood, I don't know what is. So So guys, it is now nighttime, so I'm going to be talking you through my evening routine. So I've definitely been trying this lockdown especially to come up with more of a routine for bedtime, things to really help me wind down and relax so I do get a good night's sleep. I've always really struggled with like drifting off to sleep. I'm always like lying there for 2 hours, tossing and turning, not able to sleep. And for that same reason, I really struggle waking up in the morning as well. Although that's something that I do really enjoy about lockdown is there's nothing really to get up for. So I've been enjoying lots of really lovely long lie-ins. But I've definitely come up with some good techniques to help me get to sleep better. So the first thing is I try not to do work like just before bed, because my really bad habit before is I would always be like up editing or up drafting emails or up planning videos right up until the time that I was going to go to sleep, like just before, put my laptop down and like go to sleep. I also try sometimes to not go on my phone before I go to bed or even look at my laptop, although sometimes I really cannot resist that hour-long scroll on TikTok in bed, which I don't actually think is that bad, because honestly I always come off that app with a smile on my face and I've just been like crying laughing for the past hour, and that's not a bad way to go to bed either. But what I've been doing a lot recently is popping on an audiobook on my phone. I subscribe to Audible and it is the best thing ever. I love my audiobooks. So the first thing I do whilst I'm listening to my audiobook is do my evening skincare routine. So I'll first off take off my makeup, and this is the Decléor Biphase Caring Cleanser. I really like this. It kind of leaves like an oily finish on your skin, which you then like clear up with the toner, but it's just really like nourishing, and I've just about run out of it. Can you see what I mean about the oily finish? I just like it because it doesn't like feel like it's stripping your skin like I feel like a lot of cleansers do. It never feels dry. It feels really lovely and moisturized afterwards. I would also usually go and cleanse my face again at the sink with my cleanser, which at the moment is the Elemis Superfood cleanser, but today I'm just going to be lazy because I'm filming and go straight in with my Pixie Milky Toner that I used this morning. And the toner obviously just balances everything out, and it also takes away that like oily residue that the cleanser left, but it still feels really nice and soft. So next I'm using my Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum like I did this morning, and I'm going to do the same thing with my electric facial toning device. It does feel super weird, like when you do it on your jawline you can feel like your lip twitching, and then when you do it up here you can kind of feel like your eye twitching as well. Then for my moisturiser, I'm using the Clé de Peau Intensive Fortifying Emulsion. This is the night version of the cream that I used this morning. Honestly, I've been like waiting for these to run out. Not that I want them to run out, because I love them, but every single time I use them, I'm like, this is probably going to be the last time I can use this, and they just seem to be like the never-ending products. I just realised I forgot to do my eye cream this morning. I do that all the time. I never remember in the morning. Anyway, this is my eye cream. It's literally the most precious little thing you've ever seen. It's from Galan. Galan skincare is literally unreal. It's honestly one of my new favourites. And this eye cream is part of the Abeille Royale line, which is all about bees and the power of bees. Obviously there's more to it than that, than the power of bees. And then the last product I use before bed is my Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream. You guys know I've been obsessed with this forever, and I've just started doing this new thing, well, since I had my brows laminated the second time, because I really wanted to like prolong the effects. So I get a little bit of this Elizabeth Arden onto my fingers, and then I put it on my brows, and then I take a little spoolie brush and just brush them upwards so they're all like pointing up. So this is just how it looks when you get them laminated, and it looks a bit odd, but I just like to sleep with them like that to encourage them to stay like that. And then hopefully it will last a bit longer. And then of course I put a big dollop of Elizabeth Arden on my lips so it can sink in overnight. I do get really dry lips, especially in winter, so this is just like the biggest lifesaver. So once I've brushed my teeth, of course, I'm ready to get into bed, and one of the best things I ever got, I got this during the first lockdown, is my weighted blanket. This is from the brand Mela, and honestly it's just the best thing. It helps me get to sleep so much. It basically like crushes you in bed. I personally love the feeling of being like weighed down and like flattened in bed so I can't move for some reason. Apparently it replicates the feeling of being hugged and it releases the same hormone, but all I know is that I absolutely absolutely love it. It's so soft and velvety, and I actually look forward to getting into bed with this every night. I've also, just since Christmas, as it was my present, started using this Lumi alarm clock. It has 2 modes, sunrise and sunset. So in the morning you can set it to gradually light up, and it literally lights up your room like the sun for a certain time. But then to go to sleep you can also use the sunset mode, which again is supposed to release like a certain sleep hormone to let your body know that it's time to go to sleep. So you light it up. This isn't as bright as it goes really, really bright. It's going to totally mess up the camera. And then you press the sunset mode, and then it takes half an hour to gradually get darker and redder, just like the sunset. And then whilst my little sun is setting, I always read in bed just before I go to sleep, because I feel like it really helps my eyes get tired and it just relaxes me. It is not looking at a screen. And then finally I'll just give my hair a little brush before bed, of course, and pop it up into a sausage bun in a scrunchie. So guys, that's the end of my lockdown goddess routine. I know nothing I do is super special, but everything I do just helps me have the best day possible and feel as good and positive as I can. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all again next week. Bye!